Alright, so I'm all dressed up. This year as a unicorn, last year I was a cat, and this year I decided to be a little bit playful, colorful. And I've had my coffee, so I'm ready to go. Ready to present you with your October reading. Hola mis amores, hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are coming back, then you already know what to do. The timestamps are provided below this video. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm Velvet Cat, a fashion illustrator and instructor in Los Angeles, with videos sharing my knowledge and inspiration around fashion design, illustration, entrepreneurship, and now with my newfound passion for tarot. Also, pick a card collective readings like this one, so that I can provide you answers for any questions you might be experiencing in your life, and advice messages from the angels that are watching over us to empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. If you're new to tarot, or perhaps you might have heard of it before, then first I'd like to start by saying that it is not what you would expect. In my 1 year, now 1.5 year journey of doing tarot, I've come to learn that it is simply just a tool by which those of us that choose to awaken our innate spiritual gifts, because everyone has a connection to spirit, but not everyone chooses to listen to it. And so those of us that do, we're doing this so that we can either confirm your own intuition that you already have about your life and your choices and clarify any confusion. Or also so that we can guide lost souls towards their own unique happiness with divine guidance. And by divine guidance, personally for me, that is God, our angels, and our spirit guides. But for you, it can be completely different because my channel is all-inclusive, free of judgment, and welcoming to all that would like to join me in this ripple effect of spreading love and happiness no matter how tough it is. Each new generation has been breaking destructive cycles of history with awareness, knowledge, and action, and we can all participate in this to bring us all closer together. My way, one of them is with tarot. So what is a tarot pick a card video? Well, in a little bit, I'll be showing you some options to choose from intuitively with what you're feeling. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I actually provide timestamps for each of those options in the pinned comment and description of this video so that you can easily just head over there and click on your option that you picked, and the video will fast forward for you to your respective message. Since this is a general reading divided into just a small group of options, not everything will resonate. But if within the very first minute, for example, or as you're watching, you're just not vibing with the energy or the messages, then perhaps you picked the wrong pile. You can always go back and pick a different one. Also, sometimes the angels and guides that I ask for answers might not always want to provide everything because they want you to trust in your own life choices and in your divine protector, whichever that may be for you. So, are you ready to pick a pile and find out what you can expect this upcoming October? Alright, so these are the options you can pick from for your October reading. I'm using Studio Ghibli's collectible postcards from the movies. If you've watched any of them, I'd love to hear about it too in the comments down below. I haven't watched all of them. You can let me know which ones you recommend. So for your options, you've got here pile 1 with Kiki's delivery service. Pile 2 with Princess Mononoke. Pile 3 with also Princess Mononoke. And pile 4 with The Cat Returns. So you can take a moment to breathe in and breathe out so that you can pick intuitively with what you're feeling And once you have decided, then you can check out the timestamps to fast forward to your message. Hey there, Group 1. This reading is for you if you chose Kiki's delivery service. And intuitively, instantly, I get a feeling here that perhaps you're the type of person that is very unique, and you can sometimes be rebellious. You tend to go for what you want, or because you don't, you might feel like a bit of an outsider because of how the kids here, they look to me like some of them are rooting for her, but then this little girl here looks a little bit sneaky, like if they don't have the best intentions for her. They're pretending to root for her. And she might also be trying to prove herself to them that she can do something that they can't, and that's why there's envy there. So this is kind of the energies that I get here from you and how most of your life might have been. If this resonates, keep watching because we're going to find out what you can expect this October season in your relationships, in your career, and get you some angel messages and finally complete the reading with some yes or no questions. All right, so let's see what we have for you. All right, so in the general sense of what you're up to this October, we've got the cards Discovering Truth, which says here you stand in the light of truth, and Mystic Healer, which says healing energy flows through you. And so what I get from these is that you could be someone highly spiritual, whether through a religion or something else, and you're always looking for answers, or you trust highly in source or learning to trust. And this month of October, because of the Mystic Healer card connected with truth, perhaps you are receiving higher knowledge, you are receiving stronger guidance and clearer answers for your journey, your life path. Especially if you're spending some time in either like meditation or doing yoga, taking that more serious than you did before, or even through your prayers where you're praying more, or joining a community that shares your views of spirituality. For some of you, perhaps you realize something new about the spiritual world, and so you might be questioning things, like you might separate yourself from what you thought you knew, like in religion perhaps, because you could be opening your heart to understanding other forms of spirituality, other knowledge, and maybe even with how we're hearing in the news that aliens are actually showing up now. See, in this image, there are two people pointing up to the sky, looking up to the sky. So there's this energy of awakening to truths this month of October. But for those of you that have been awakened a long time ago, then this month of October, you could be the one that is spreading this knowledge more. You're focusing on helping as many people as possible, perhaps with your own rituals and your own community or seminars, or starting a business or project using your spiritual gifts, embarking on a whole new journey that perhaps in the past you might have not been able to do. Some of you could be doing more outings so that you can heal energetically, heal emotionally and physically. And for some of you that have been working hard on like your third eye or your connection with the divine through meditation and prayer, I do get a sense that you could receive a visit from an angel. You might be able to see an angel and communicate with them. Or you will receive a visit while you sleep in which they will help you heal, if that's something that you've been praying for. So now let's look into what you can expect in your love life or the energy surrounding you. We have here the card After the Storm, which is a card of ending turmoil. Like perhaps in the past few months, you've been struggling, like how I've been saying, emotionally, or you could be struggling financially. And this could have been holding you back in your love life. If you didn't believe in yourself and your worth to be loved, or based on any energies of the past, like how I was saying with the Studio Ghibli card, that if you felt like an outsider, then maybe you weren't really connecting with anyone and it's been irritating for you and you were just kind of losing hope perhaps, or for some of you, you still had hope. But so now in October with this card, it looks like that cycle of feeling alone, whether you are in a relationship or not, and having the emotional turmoil, not knowing who to trust, perhaps even being on defense, then by October, it looks like your energies are lifting up. This energy is ending, the cycle is closing, so that you're able to enjoy life and love that surrounds you. With these two other oracle cards clarifying that one, we have indecision reversed. And so this is what this card looks like. That's card number 8. And all tied up, card number 23. So perhaps for some of you, I get a feeling here that you finally have met your person and they're kind of like luring you in with how the card here, she's glowing. She's actually glowing even though she's tied up to this person. Like there's a bond there that you two have. And with the indecision being reversed, that's a good sign because it's telling me that you know the truth. You know that they're the one. There's nothing to decide. There's nothing to question anymore. The answers will reveal themselves. And same thing with being in a relationship. Now I get a message here of perhaps a proposal because of what I've seen in weddings, that they tie ropes around the couple, and the card does have the number 8 showing, you know, the rope. It's making me think of that. Then now the knot is tied between you guys, or at least it's getting there to that next level if you've been in a relationship already. That card is so cute. She has such a nice smile about her of like being in love and glowing, how I said, and she's actually wearing a wedding dress, it looks like, or at least a white dress. So in your love life, I see a positive energy because whoever you're with really wants you, is really passionate for you, and they don't want you to get away. They don't want to lose you. That's amazing for you. So now with your career, what are the energies? We have the card going beyond normal, card number 14, which tells me that now ideas that have been bubbling up inside of you for the longest time are finally releasing. Like where if you've been creating something and it hasn't been able to get off the ground, then by October, things are rolling. Your ideas are being created and the people you're working with are really vibing with you. Although I do get a little bit of a sense of overwhelm here because of how, for clarifiers, we have the cards woman holding a coin, and this one is reversed. That could be you being the woman holding a coin, woman or feminine energy holding your money, being smart about it. And adjacent possibilities, also reversed, card number 24. And so with these two, see, there are all these possibilities happening around you. It could be clients, it could be a new job while you have your hobby or side gig, it could be being presented opportunities at school, anything where doors are opening for you, but perhaps it could be too many. So you really need to be smart about this month of October to not overwhelm yourself. Like how I was saying, the energy is there. You want to still be choosy of what you allow. Remember to keep control of your calendar and not say yes to everything. There's always time to get back into any projects that you put aside temporarily. See, both of these cards add up to 6s. The 42 adds to a 6 and the 24 adds to a 6. So Sixes are the numbers of balance and not being in that balance. How are you handling all of these projects and opportunities and your finances as well? It's very important to keep your schedule as organized as possible so that if a new great opportunity that you do want, rather than saying yes to everything, but one opportunity that is great for your career, you'll have room for that. And as you proceed this month of October doing all of these new things, let go of any worries, any doubts. You don't want to keep those lingering to self-sabotage. These opportunities are coming to you because you can do them. So don't fear anything. Also, like if you're going for one, push yourself to still do something even if you might feel like you're not up to par for that, because you could surprise yourself with the results. And for your final angel messages and guidance, we have the card. Oh my goodness. See what I'm talking about? We have Yang and own your divine power. There you go. Confirmation that you've got what it takes. Give it your all no matter what. Stop doubting and keep being you. Keep creating. Keep expressing. Even if you think anything is too crazy or weird, open up about it. Let it out and you might be surprised who likes your ideas. This month of October for you is a time of action. Now for the final part of your reading, we're using the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck to get you some yes or no answers. Think of a question, and now you're going to pick from one of these cards. Let's see, yes or no for your question. And here we have option 1, that one. Option 2, that one, cool. And one more option, option 3. Okay, so don't look at it, there we go. Then you can pick one of these for your yes or no question. And now I will tell you what they say. So if you picked card number 1, the answer here is 6 of Pentacles, which I take it as a heck yes. Take the opportunity because you deserve it. You've been putting in a lot of work, either in career or in your own healing. And so that is why you're worthy of this that you want. It's circling back to you. If you might have not had it before, now you can. Then for those of you that chose card number 2, we've got Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and it is reversed. So I take that as a not yet. Like what I get here, because swords are the cards of communication and pages as well, perhaps you've been waiting on an answer from something or someone, and it's not arriving just yet. Or if you were wanting to communicate something with someone, it is not the right time just yet. It's making me think kind of like a flower, because see how the sword is bent? So a flower takes time. You put the bud in the dirt and you wait for it to come out, root out of the dirt so that you can start watering it. And then you let it grow, you watch over it until it becomes a beautiful flower or bouquet, and then perhaps you're able to cut it to give it to someone, or you can leave it to enjoy it. But so in here with how the sword is curved, it's giving me the sense that it is not out of the dirt just yet. You don't want to overwater anything and kill it before it's been able to grow. Then for the third card here, the answer is 9 of Pentacles, which is also a heck yes. Go for it, have fun, whatever you wanted here, you can have it, enjoy yourself. This is a card of enjoying your luxuries, enjoying what brings you satisfaction, or receiving a gift or a luxury that you've been wanting for some time, or being able to go out on a trip as well to splurge and spoil yourself. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you picked this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts, to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I hope you also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 2. This reading is for you if you chose this Princess Mononoke scene postcard, which looks like some sort of spirit, like a dragon spirit. And the energy that I get from this card for you is that perhaps you're someone that is able to look at the bigger picture of things and very deeply in touch with your intuition, highly knowledgeable and powerful, like in a confidence type of vibe, or in manifesting whatever you want. Like you have goals, you go for them, you make them happen, things come to you easier than most because you could believe in yourself, or you're able to have the connections and use them for your benefit in a really positive way to succeed. Perhaps some people might not vibe with you because of such a confident energy. Only those that are similar to you will understand you. And because of how this spirit creature is transparent, I also get a feeling here that you get a lot of things done behind the scenes, or you could surprise people with hidden talents. And perhaps you might also have a strong connection with the divine without realizing it. Or you might have in the past, but then you pushed it away. All right, so now we're going to be looking into your upcoming October, what you can expect in love and career, get you some angel messages, and complete the reading with the yes or no questions. Let's see what you're up to. All right, so for your general life card here, you got cleansing waters, which says purification activates vibrant life force. And to clarify this card, you got Page of Cups, 3 of Wands reversed, along with these 2, the Moon, and 8 of Cups. So I sense here that you could be simplifying your life this month of October, like decluttering anything from your mind, anything from your calendar, anything from your life, so that you're able to make space for what brings you joy creatively or romantically. Basically taking a leap where your heart is calling you towards. That is a really good energy to be in, so that you're able to end any solitude that you could have been experiencing in your life, or overwhelm of choices or confusion. Now let's get some clarification on those details. For love, we have the card Inspiration, card number 3. Such a beautiful card to have in your love message. And with that, we do have also the Thinking Man, card number 46, and Woman Holding a Heart, card number 44. They were both reversed. So I sense here that perhaps you've won over someone's heart, and you could have been overthinking the situation, or maybe you weren't really communicating things with your person that you've met, like for those of you that are single, or it just wasn't moving forward in the month of September to where you can commit to this person and make things real, make it an actual relationship. Like in the prior time, you could have been fantasizing, they could have been fantasizing about being together. And for some of you, this could have been out of fear, wondering how things would unravel once you're together. Like maybe you were avoiding that for a while because of the overthinking. You preferred romanticizing and fantasizing rather than actually making it real. And now for the month of October, because of both cards being reversed and the beautiful inspiration card, I sense that you're finally going to let things bloom, where action is actually happening between you guys, and you're making room in your calendar for work and for love. Like how I was saying with the prior cards, making room for what's bringing you joy. These cards are confirming for the month of October that if you commit to this blooming love, you can expect positive results. With how both of these cards have a masculine and a feminine energy, it's showing how your connection will be well balanced. And same thing with the inspiration card, the imagery that it has, it's showing me that perhaps both of you are creatives or action takers. And with the busy bees, like you both dedicate yourself to your careers. You're both deep thinkers and romantics, big dreamers. There's nothing to worry about here. What are you overthinking? What are you doubting? What are you worrying about? Let it all go and let this grow. Then for those of you that are in a relationship, or for both singles and in a relationship, I feel like this love is really inspiring you, or both of you, to make the impossible possible, like in your career perhaps, where you're feeling a stronger dedication and excitement and lust for life, making you better people. But for those of you that this month of October continue to choose work over love, there is a message here to not let this pass you by. Your person really wants you, wants some time with you, quality time, not just words. They want action. They really hold you in their heart dearly, so perhaps they're not even bothering you with this. They don't want to overwhelm you. And for some of you, I do get a sense here that perhaps there could be an outside influence that is confusing you, clouding your judgment on your relationship, your situation, any situations that happen this month of October. They could be causing tensions between you guys, or they could just be annoyance, getting in the way with their jealousy, bringing all this drama, toxic drama your way. All right, so now let's take it over to career. For that, you have the card Collaborative Dreaming, card number 28. And with that, you also have Rest and Rejuvenation, card number 19, and Financial Constraints reversed. Really great energy to have. So I see here that not only are you someone financially secure, since I sense that you're able to have some time for yourself to rest whenever you want, for the most part, you're able to choose when to take breaks. But in addition to this, for the month of October, perhaps you could even receive an additional income boost that sets you up for the next level you've been trying to reach. So this month of October, it looks like you have room for your work, and you also have room for any other things you would like to do that bring you joy, how I was talking about, and how you can add these now into your calendar without feeling any worries. You also seem to be someone that has really great control over your health, your well-being. Like you really make an effort for your physical appearance and internal health, like the food you intake and rest, getting good sleep. So for this rest card coming up, and having such a powerful energy halo around the person, it looks like this is really benefiting you. It's really helping you in your career and life in general. It's giving you a lot of strength, a lot of courage, and also clarity for any questions you could be wondering. Like I get a sense here that perhaps with the Collaborative Dreaming card, you might have been dealing with certain difficulties in the workplace, or wondering whether you stay or go in some team. See, the card is talking about collaboration, but it also has people that are right side up and then others that are reversed, which is giving me that vibe of certain negativity going on with the people you're working with. Maybe someone is annoying you all the time, or if you're a leader, then you're learning how to communicate with your team, how to listen and exchange ideas, how to get work done, how to be heard. Some of you could be triggered this month of October in wondering whether you're valued or not by your team or by your workplace. Or you could be triggered by how much work you're putting in, like if you feel there is a lot of responsibility on your plate that could feel unfair. Or another trigger this month of October could be an insecurity of whether you're capable for something new that you could be doing. So the message here is that challenges are always part of the journey so that you can grow, so that you can learn. Challenges don't mean that things aren't working. The lesson while working with all of these people, since every job requires teamwork, even if you do get moments of independence, you're still hearing what others have to say. You're still receiving, you're still working with others, whether that be the head or your clients. And so there needs to be cooperation going on there. The lesson here could be to balance compromise, like how much do you need to be flexible versus how much do you need to stand up for yourself? That's cooperation, push and pull. And instead of focusing on the negative energies of any people around you, any frustrations, disagreements, practice communicating and acting with compassion and patience to detach from the situation so that you don't take things personal and then create even more problems that are unnecessary and don't benefit the company. So for your final cards of angel messages and advice, we have here the Rubelite card that says passion and purpose. It also says your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. So with any situation that comes your way, even if you don't know how to deal with it, how I was saying, act from the heart. And if any doubts, any fears come up, act out of passion rather than out of fear to block you. When you choose passion over fear, you'll tend to have more courage over making things happen. And lastly, we have the Fates reversed and Here and Now also reversed. So these messages are about releasing control. Like perhaps you might be someone that tends to be perfectionist and wanting things to go a certain way, which then causes tensions all around. The only control you can have over everything is over yourself, your own mindset, your own attitude, how you react to things. But you can't control how others feel. You can't control what others do or how the world works and what things happen. It's also a message of being present so that you can enjoy life as it comes your way rather than overthinking the future or dwelling on the past. It's about being here and now and taking action, how I was saying, to not let life pass you by. To get out of your own head and be here in the present moment, making things happen in career, in love, and anything that you still feel like you're missing in your life. The Fate card is about allowing things to unfold for you because you're like on the brink of being aligned with a beautiful life. Don't block it. Let this part of your journey start. All right, so for the final part of your reading, we're going to use this Mystic Mondays Tarot deck to get you some yes or no answers. Think of your question. And now I'm going to show you the options here. You're going to pick between 3 options for your yes or no answer. Yes or no here for those of you that pick number 1. Okay, so we've got this card. I didn't want to show it to you. Now, oh, that's number 2. And now let's see number 3. Oops, okay, don't look at that. Okay, number 3. So pick from one of these 3 options for your yes or no question. And now these are your answers. For those of you that picked card number 1, you got the Princess of Swords, which is reversed, and that is also the Page of Swords. So I get here that the answer would be a no for the time being. Perhaps, like how this sword is bent here, I would take that as a bit of flexibility. But for you, it's perhaps a no. Don't be so flexible for this, whatever you were wondering. Like, don't be swayed in a direction that you don't feel is best for you or that you don't want. Or don't listen to outside advice. Listen to your own intuition, your own intellect as well. Like, you already know all the facts that you need. You already know all the information. Or if you don't, then you can find it. Then for those of you that chose card number 2, your answer we got here, the Chariot. I would take that as a no as well, because the Chariot, as you can see here, this is one of going ahead, taking the action, going on a trip, doing something wild, having fun, but it's reversed. So it's possibly like at this time, you won't be able to do that just yet. It might be postponed. Something might be postponed. You might have to wait on taking this action. Things look a little slow for the time being. But be ready, because soon this will turn right side up and things will be moving quickly. Answer here, those of you that chose card number 3, we have the Sun. Such a beautiful card. So this is an ultimate yes. Heck yes. Yes, yes, yes. Like, no question about it. Because the Sun is such a happy, blissful card. You are blessed with this. Whatever it is you were wondering about, you are blessed with it. It is a gift. You deserve it. It will bring you happiness. Welcome it into your life. Beauty, happiness, and joy will come from this. So that's everything I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you picked this pile, this one right here, and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts, to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I also hope that you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 3. This reading is for you if you chose this card with the scene from Princess Mononoke. And instantly what I get from here is that perhaps you're dealing with a lot of fears in your life that are like in your shoulder. You haven't been able to get rid of them. Fears, doubts, insecurities, turmoil. They're always nagging at you. And since they look like little ghosties, I also get the sense that a lot of these are not yours. That a lot of these are from your surroundings, the people around you, their energies, subconsciously, and even from the spirit world. Like, if at some point in your life you experienced certain things that got you feeling emotionally unstable, then since you held on to that feeling, over the years, you could have been attracting the attention of negative energies from the spirit world that have been emphasizing this pain even more. Now they're stuck to you, which could be the reason why sometimes you're feeling down for an unknown reason. And the way to work yourself out of this, is to do healing practices. so that you can separate yourself from these negative energies, whether from the people around you, your own thoughts, or these entities, and overcome the situation so that it doesn't affect you as much. Because in life, there will always be issues that happen, but when we're so clouded, we don't know how to react to them. Whereas if you're able to start healing, to start practicing rituals for your emotional well-being and physical well-being, you'll be radiating, you'll be increasing your positive vibration to clear away the clouds and make room for more light, for the truth of life, to see the beauty of the world, to see the great friendships and love that you have in your life, and acknowledge your achievements and go for even more achievements. There is a light within you that is waiting to shine for you and for the people around you. So if this has resonated so far, then keep watching. We're going to find out what you can expect in the month of October in love, career, and get you some angel messages. All right, so let's see what you're up to. All right, so for your cards in general energy of what you're doing this October, we're starting here with breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. And I was wondering what that breakthrough could be, even though I already had a sense of what it could be. So I got some additional tarot cards for clarification, and the cards that you got are this 10 of Cups reversed with the Sun. That immediately tells me that you are overcoming whatever you've been struggling with because of putting in work. You can expect this dissatisfaction, this turmoil, this like sadness, pain, and feeling of unfulfillment to become joyful, to become joy, to become that radiating energy that I was talking about. You're letting your light shine. And then we also got the 8 of Swords reversed. Nice. Clarified with the 9 of Wands, the literal card of healing. So see, you are most definitely starting to feel that healing happening this month as you're putting in work. So this is for those of you that are like in the breaking trail image, that are, shoveling down to the core of the situation so that you can let yourself flourish and clear the trail, clear that darkness to make room for joy. So in a turn, you are attracting that joy. Sure, there might still be moments this month that will be difficult, but you'll be able to process them easier. You'll be able to handle them better, get yourself unstuck from any situations that you've been dealing with. Since the 8 of Swords is one of being, like in the image, she's binded. She's binded in her back, her arms are tied back. She has like a tape over her eyes. There are swords surrounding her, which show the clouding and being stuck. But now that it's reversed, it's showing, and with the 9 of Wands and the Sun, it's showing that that energy is now being put away. Either because you've been putting in the work or because you'll be starting to this month of October, and you'll get at that feeling of happiness, like a moment of joy that you didn't have for such a long time. A new sense of energy, maybe even an epiphany. Or if you've had an epiphany, if you've had a moment of like, wow, things feel different, then you'll have more of those this month of October. You'll start feeling tougher to handle anything that comes your way, to have confidence in yourself. And now for love messages, we have the card, The Perfection of Your Life, card number 30, clarified by such beautiful cards. I'm so happy for you. We have Caring Connections, card number 14. And the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Wow. So I get a sense here that because of how you're putting in an effort to clear away the negativity, the clouds, and opening space for clarity, that now you are noticing how loved you are. And you're able to reciprocate that love as well with a stronger willingness. Like maybe before, you know what love is. You know that you care for the people around you, but perhaps you might have always been tired and you weren't able to give them your all, or there was a sense of distance, of separation between you guys, like a wall. And now you're noticing how much they care for you, so you're able to really give them so much beautiful love, true love. And this could even be happening because of communication, since the 5th chakra is the throat chakra. And so that gives me an idea that you're speaking up what you really want. You're speaking it to the people around you and to yourself and the divine. You're speaking it out, making it happen, manifesting it. Kind of like what you speak is magic, turning life around, and things are improving in your relationships. You could be communicating your needs with your partners, your friends, your family, and you're being heard. They're taking action on those steps because now they know what you need, they know what you want, and they can do it to show you even more how much they care about you. See, the angel numbers that we have here are number 5, because of the 14, 1 and 4, adding up to a 5. And 5s are numbers of change happening. And then we also have the number 3 from 9 plus 3 equals 12. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. And this 30 is a 3. 3s are the numbers of unions, cooperation. Things are working well for you and the people that you love. Now, let's get an additional message from the book for the perfection of your life. It might have something even better than I can say for you. All right, so card number 30. Here it says, let's see this part of the paragraph here. So it's talking about certain chaos that could be happening. It says, all is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for that lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. If you cannot believe there is anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the blocked energy in your heart. Then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path. So as you're doing this communication, perhaps, of course, there might be certain tensions, but that is the process that needs to happen for understanding to start, for everyone to understand each other. It's always difficult to be honest with people when you haven't been for years on end, when they're used to things happening a certain way and now you're trying to change things up. But it's never too late to do this. This is a lesson that you need to go through. So with every time that you're honest, every time that you communicate, feel proud of yourself that you let yourself have that courage. Now on to your career messages. We have the card here, Sacred Fool, card number 40. And that one is clarified by woman holding a coin, which can be the Queen of Pentacles in the original tarot, and strategy, but this one reversed. So perhaps there is something new you're trying out, and you need to be really careful with that, especially if you're investing money into this, because you really need to strategize. With how the strategy card is reversed and having the Fool card, it gives me a sense that you're going about this perhaps the wrong way if you're not planning. If you're not having a plan B, if you're not strategizing, doing research on what are the steps, the right steps to take, and you're just kind of throwing out money into this, then that is something you might need to reconsider. While for others of you, another message that I got is that perhaps you might cross paths with someone that is of this Pentacles caliber and energy, that is caring, and they're financially secure, and they surprise you with an opportunity where you're able to really show a new talent of yours, and you're learning as you go. Like they could be a mentor for you even. So they're teaching you the right way to do things. You're letting them direct you in this way and that way, and you're feeling electric and inspired, really having fun with this. Also, lastly, for some of you, I do get a message that perhaps in your workplace, you're noticing that the leader of your company is not doing the greatest, not having the greatest plans, and things seem to be chaotic. So you are being called here to be that person that steps up and speaks up some new ideas. Don't just be passive in the situation. Perhaps you might end up being on the good side of this person that isn't doing so great. As long as you're not stepping on anyone's toes, of course, you want to be careful with that. And now for your angel messages and guidance, we have the cards here. The Unikite card that says answered prayers, and the Moonstone card that says heightened intuition. So with these, first of all, how I was talking about your energy being clouded and clearing away, this could be due to your faith. Like if you've been, how I was saying, practicing rituals to heal, or putting in the work to heal, to get stronger. And not only that, but praying for positive energy, praying for healing, praying for a better life, for answers. Now, this month of October, you'll be seeing those results happen. Prayers don't go unanswered, even if it takes months or years. I mean, from personal experience, I've noticed that it takes me about 3 years for my prayers to be answered, but it's worth it because then they happen even more beautiful than I could have imagined. And so it's very important for you to pay attention to the signs, because that's how prayers tend to be answered. You'll start noticing synchronicities. You'll start hearing messages in music perhaps, or seeing messages on social media that give you guidance at the moment that you needed it. Or things just fall into place easier, guiding you towards a new path, compared to always having obstacles and obstructions in your way, trying to keep you away from that path. It's very important to listen to those signs. That is your spirit guides, your angels that are protecting you, leading you to better things. And it's important that you trust in yourself, in what your heart wants, in what you're thinking and feeling about situations and people, because you're feeling this for a reason. And oftentimes society tends to ignore this. But you know what is the truth, and you know what is right for you. As long as it's not impulsive, of course. I gotta find a little message there that if some of you are young, maybe you could be impulsive with some choices. And for your last card, you have Treasure Island. Card number 9. So this one is about keeping on swimming through so that you can reach a destination. Kind of like I got the visual of if you're swimming in the middle of the ocean and you don't know which way to go, you just choose one direction and you're bound to see the haziness, the fog clear away, and you're bound to reach an island. Or if you did have a roadmap, then at some point you're going to reach your destination, as long as you don't lose focus and determination. I also got a vibe here that some of you could be surprised this month of October with either gifts from others, from loved ones, or gifts from the divine. There's some beautiful surprises that are about to happen for you in October. And lastly, how we were talking about throughout the entire reading about healing, be patient with yourself. There's no need to rush healing. In fact, healing might be for like the rest of your life. That's okay, as long as you're always trying. Alright, so now to complete your reading, I'm using the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck to get you some yes or no answers. So think of your question that has a yes or no answer. And now you're going to pick from one of these three options. Alright, so yes or no. Here, let's see, yes or no, here's number 1. Yes or no, here's number 2. And yes or no, number 3. Here it is. So choose one of these 3 cards. And now, these will be your answers. For those of you that chose card number 1, we've got Strength reversed. So I get here that whatever you were wondering about, you're going to need a little bit more patience and perhaps even some courage. A little bit more holding on of your strength because of how this is the Strength card and it has such a beautiful tiger here, such a unique tiger. Basically, I feel like there's a unique answer for you, a unique surprise that you can be expecting, that you can be ready for. And all it takes is a little bit more patience and courage to go for it. Alright, so now those of you that chose card number 2, we've got Judgment reversed. So with this, I get that perhaps you're not seeing things clearly in the situation. Like the question that you're asking about, there might not be enough information, enough facts, enough communication to see the truth of the matter, or you're not listening to your own intuition. Like if you want this situation, this answer to be a yes, it's not because you're not admitting the truth here, or how I said, you're not seeing all the answers. You don't know everything about the situation for it to be a yes. Or for some of you, it's not time just yet either to decide on this and to go forward with this. You need more facts about it. Now, for those of you that chose card number 3, the answer is 6 of Wands with it, which is a heck yes. 6 of Wands is that card of teamwork, of a fan base, of an audience, of support, people that believe in you, celebrations, being a great leader, perhaps even starting a movement or an opportunity where you can be a leader. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below. I picked this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I hope you also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 4. This reading is for you if you chose the Cat Returns image from Studio Ghibli's film here. And what I get from this is actually kind of a vibe of like Alice in Wonderland because of how she's so big and they're small. So perhaps you've been someone constantly in cycles of getting to know yourself, figuring out what your purpose is, and a life of exploration, a life of adventures. Maybe you're someone that likes fancy things. You could be someone conservative, traditional, like living life by the book, even though you love explorations as well. and a dreamer. For some of you, possibly being surrounded by people that have high expectations of you or that taught you in such a restrictive way to live life. If this has sounded like you so far, keep watching so that you can find out what you can expect in the month of October in your love, in career, and get you some angel messages along with some yes or no answers. All right, let's see what you're up to. Alright, so for your general life energy, you have the cards Miracles, which says in it, expect the wondrous to emerge. And then you also have Passion and Pleasure, which says here, savor your life. So from these, I get a feeling that perhaps you're going on a trip this month. Maybe you're not the type that does get to usually go on trips. If your life has been so restricted, so traditional, or not in your ability, but even though you've been wanting them, so now you get the chance to go on an adventure. Whether this is random, like you just decided to go on a trip, or because it was in your ability now, or if this is to celebrate something like celebrating someone's birthday or wedding, something important that involves family and really close friends. You're going to have a lot of fun in this trip. You're going to be safe and just happy all around. And with the Miracles card, I get a vibe here that something you've been wanting for quite a while will now also be manifesting for you. Maybe it's been a wish that you made like on your birthday earlier this year, or if it's something you've been wanting for years and maybe you've been saving up for it, now you're able to get it. What is it that you've been wanting to manifest that could be a big miracle for you if it happens? I'd love to know about it in the comments down below. Then for your love message, you have the card In the World, Not of the World. And it's pretty cool that it's talking about world, since you did get the actual world card. And then with that, you also got the 4th chakra card, Archangel Raphael. So for one, I get a feeling here of you being otherworldly and unique and vibrant with life and being protected by your angels, by your spirit guides, by a lot of loving energy. Perhaps even you do have a strong connection with the divine, since the number 9 and 2, 29, 9 and 2 add up to number 11, which is a life path number of light workers. And light workers are people that love humanity. They care so much about humanity. They want to contribute in some way. They want to help people or animals or the environment, which is even more clarified by the fact that you got the 4th chakra card, which is your heart chakra. You tend to live life with your heart. And because of this, you are surrounded by beautiful love. I see you radiating in the month of October. And oh my gosh, I just realized that the number 38 also adds up to an 11. There you go. Perhaps you are life path 11. Or like I said, it's just an angel number 1111 of being protected. For those of you that have been single for quite some time, perhaps this month of October or in the recent months, you've been opening up your heart towards love and trust and releasing control and putting yourself out there, like in the dating world or attending events, being more social. So because of this, in the month of October, you could expect meeting a person that really makes your heart pump. For some of you at an event, like if you are going on a trip for family celebrations, for example, or you meet them while out doing something new, like dancing. Yeah, it's just giving me really festive vibes here. And for others of you, while you're someplace near water, like a lake or a river or by the beach. And as you are opening your heart for this new love, remember to be your true self, to shed any layers so that you're not putting up a facade in front of the people that you're meeting, and that way they can get to know the real you, and the right person that vibes with you will see you shine, will be attracted to you. And the ones that don't vibe with it, it's okay, they can fly away. So now on to your career messages. We have the cards here. What is already with you? Number 17. And what you want wants you. That is so beautiful. Card number 16. So with those, we also have adjacent possibilities reversed, which tell me that perhaps you've been considering a lot of different options, like which route to take, and perhaps even procrastinating on making a decision if you're feeling a bit of worry, a bit of doubt, and not going for it. But the options, the opportunities are there for you. They're ready for you to take them. Like how that one says, what you want wants you. You have the potential. You are skilled for this. Stop doubting. Even if you're completely new to it, you'll learn on the way. Maybe some of you have also been wondering or considering a career change, a change in your major, in your course of studies, and you've been hesitating on this due to any limiting beliefs, like whether it's financial insecurity, like a lack mentality, if it's in your ability to invest in it, or through conditioning that perhaps what you really want is not something worthy or something like good financially. For example, becoming a YouTuber or an artist. A lot of people tend to look down on these. Or if you've been in a family of lawyers and doctors, then transitioning to something creative might be considered completely crazy. So you are being encouraged here to go for it because you're feeling this calling because you are capable of doing some great things with it. Just like the people that have completely shocked the world by achieving what others consider the impossible. Like those with disabilities being able to join sports, or kids being able to start nonprofits. You never know unless you try. And then once you do try, always keep in the mindset of the fact that you can figure it out rather than giving up at the first struggle. Like instead of thinking of everything that's against you and what you're not capable of, focus on finding what can work for you, improving your skills, and like I said, figuring it out, finding a way, because if you really want it, you will make it happen. I'd also like to get a message from the book for the card, what is already with you. Perhaps there might be something for you there that you can take that is better said in the book than what I can say for you. So this one says here, it might not seem like you have much to start with. Perhaps you feel that all you have is a small, simple choice to make. Perhaps you have a song to begin, an email to send, a conversation to start, or a sketch to let loose. However small, it is enough to get you the ball rolling. Don't make this mistake of believing that what you need is behind you, lies with another, or is yet to appear. You have all that you need to take the next step in your life, and from that, all else will flow. You are more ready than you think you are. So also let go of any comparison here. I'm getting the sense that perhaps you're comparing your talent to someone that has already made it, and they didn't start as that successful. They started here too. You will take time to get there. They didn't start with all that success, with all of those connections, with all of that equipment, with all of that skill. It took time to get there, lots of practice. Instead of feeling like you're lacking, think of how you can improve your knowledge, your skills to be like them. And now for your angel messages and guidance, we have the card Sapphire. Easy does it. See what I'm talking about? One step at a time, being patient, getting rid of any perfectionism. This card says, also, your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Be gentle with yourself. Your thoughts, be gentle in your thoughts towards yourself. How do you talk to yourself? Would you talk the same way to others? And clean it up. This card reversed. So this one is about putting away unnecessary tasks. Like maybe you're distracting yourself with doing so much, but all of this work is not actually contributing to your success. Like it's just little things to keep you distracted or to feel busy. And so I get a sense here that the advice is to stop doing that. Instead of those little things that could be done later, make time for your skills and your goals and the steps to what you actually want. So those little unnecessary tasks could include chores or answering emails, or even like nitpicking at everything and everyone, rather than focusing inward towards yourself and what you need to improve on and what you really want in life. All right, so now to complete your reading, we're going to get you those yes or no answers with the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. Think of your question. What are you wondering? That is a yes or no question. And now I'll get you those answers with one of these options. So you're going to pick here, yes or no, option 1, that one. Okay, hopefully you didn't see that. Yes or no, option 2. Okay, we got another one. Here we got 2 cards. Okay, so option 2 has 2 cards. And yes or no, option 3, right there. So now choose one of those. And these will be your answers. For those of you that chose card number 1, the answer is Princess of Swords reversed. Very interesting that every single group got this card in their yes or no answers. So for you, Princess of Swords means, and reversed means a no. The pages are messengers, and swords are some type of fact, some type of information that you've been waiting on, but it's reversed. So now this message is not going to come through just yet. You need to wait a little longer. You need to be a little bit more flexible with things. Perhaps do a little bit more research so that you're ready for this, so that you're prepared to take action when you do receive the answer. Either that, or the reason it's a no is because of needing to be flexible with your options. Maybe you're asking the wrong question, or asking the question about the wrong thing, or being too strict on the options that you have. Now for question here, that yes or no for group 2, we've got the Emperor reversed with the Empress reversed. Wow, interesting. Okay, so there's an energy here. I kind of feel like you could be asking about love, because these are literally the divine counterparts, the Emperor and the Empress, masculine and feminine. And so perhaps if you're asking about a relationship or love, you guys are great together. This is destiny. You guys are divinely guided to be together, but because they're reversed, perhaps at this time, either there's a situation that is getting in your way that is causing some tension temporarily, and the way to fix that always is through communication, honesty, vulnerability. Or you're currently in separation, not going to be together just yet, and you'll need to be patient through this. Keep focusing on you and your goals. And now for those of you that chose card number 3, the answer is 8 of Wands, which is a total yes. So it looks like there is quick action happening very soon. If you were asking about moving or traveling, that is a yes. If you wanted to get a car, that is a yes. Whatever you wanted to go for, that is a yes. Go for it. Shoot for the stars. And that's everything I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you picked this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. I hope you also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching.